know, I actually wanted to talk about some things. Back in the gym, um, and I want to talk about some of the supplements that I've used over the last month. Now, y'all know me; I would never support a company like Shackley, but I'm talking about that to be 100% straight honest with you. Had a friend of mine give it to me. She gave me quite a couple, actually, tubs of this. I've gone through this one, and I went through another one, actually. Collagen is super, super good for you, and I'll explain why in a minute. Um, and I have another tub back here. Gave one to the girlfriend. She's really liking it. So collagen, while it does have some leucine in it and can promote muscle growth, you shouldn't really use it for that. And Vital Proteins one that I used, and then I had Orgain, which this one was actually pretty good, and there's still a little bit left in here, so I'm gonna use it. I didn't realize that. I thought it was completely empty. Collagen. I use some Vital Proteins ones too, which I think are marine collagen. These ones are bovines, so they come from cows. Collagen comes from the skin, bones, the tissue. Why should you use this? Especially if you're a heavy lifter. I kind of do moderate to heavy lifting, but more than what most people would guess I could lift. Because I don't really have the physique for like someone you could guess could deadlift 400 pounds, but I can. Or leg lift, 1,200 pounds, but I can. Oh, I'll say that I can leg lift 1,200 pounds for a 1 set max. Sorry, a buddy of mine messaged me. We're talking about like meat eaters versus veganism. He's a meat eater. He's a vegan. I'm a meat eater. Rethinking that, by the way, but I have some questions about veganism. Collagen. So collagen is great. It has some leucine in it, but it's not really something that you want to, like, you're not going to take a collagen powder and build a ton of muscle. Whey is a whole lot better than that, or better for that, which is kind of funny because the next protein powder that I'm going to show you is a vegan protein powder. Bought it about 8 months ago, just finished it yesterday. There's still a little tiny little bit in there, so I'm going to use them. I get every ounce of this shit out there because, bro, I paid for it. I'm going to get every little bit. And by every little bit, like, y'all can probably see, like, I'm talking about that much is left in there. And I'm going to find a way to get it out because I want that protein. But you get collagen. Collagen is better for your connective tissue. Or your skin, obviously. Hair, nails, whatever. But as far as muscle growth wise, it's better for your connective tissue. Now, it does have some leucine in there. So you do want that. I actually tend to, I have a vegan protein powder back here that I really, really don't like, but I tend to add it in with my whey proteins for one reason. Vegan protein's harder to digest. It breaks down a lot slower, and so it's longer digesting, which means it'll stay in your system for longer. So if you want to, I would actually kind of, at this point, recommend kind of a vegan and whey Not concentrate, isolate. Concentrate is terrible for you. I will have it from time to time, but if I can avoid it, if I can afford to avoid it, I will. Um, it breaks down slower. Like for instance, this one right here has organic pea protein, brown rice, organic chia seed. Those are the protein sources in here. It says organic creamer base, which is going to be kind of what makes it like thicker, more creamy, you know. That's what she said. Got some sea salt. Sea salt is actually really good for like if you want to show like the pumps. Like I will never be super defined. I'm just a big dude. But like if you want to like the pumps, like the muscle, if you want to, and some vascularity, which y'all can't see on camera, but I do have a little bit of it. That's what you would use the sea salt for. Some flavor too. I need to figure out another. Like I want to use Vega, but I hear Orgain was the best. I didn't really like this one. As a matter of fact, a lot of times it says strawberries and cream. A lot of times I would mix this with a strawberry and cream like whey based or dairy based protein powder just to get through it. Because this, or milk, I would mix it with milk. Because this stuff really wasn't that good, to be honest with you. I did not enjoy it. And I do not enjoy the other vegan protein powder I have. They are really clean and really, really healthy for you. I say that as I vape, and I know that vaping is not the best for you either. One of the other protein powders I've used is the Dymatize ISO 100. With the vegan protein powder here, the Orgain, which by the way, I say this is not the greatest, but this is honestly one of the first tubs. This is actually the first vegan protein powder that I've been able to get through. So I'll say that. Has 21 grams of protein per 2 scoops. Right? So it'd be like 11.5 or 10.5 or whatever. 10.5 actually. For 2 scoops, has 150 calories. Whereas this one, for 1 scoop, it's 25 grams of protein, right? And 120 calories. How much fat you get in either? Actually, you get more fat from the vegan one. But that's not really fair to say, and I'll tell you why in a minute. You would get 5 grams of fat from this, 1 gram of fat from this. Saturated fat, you get 1 gram from Orgain, none from this one. Cholesterol, 0 milligrams of cholesterol, 10 from this one, 10 from this one. Fiber, you're going to get a lot more fiber. Actually, you don't get any fiber in this. From a vegan protein powder. Total carbs, you're going to get 2 grams from here and 15 grams from here. Makes it seem bad because people are like, oh, this could be keto and this could not. Well, you generally get a lot more fiber from vegetables than you do from and carbs and stuff from vegetables than you do from whey. All right. So maybe if you're going keto, this isn't the best for you, and this might be. Get 1 gram of sugar, none here. Now they do that by adding erythritol, which is a sweetener. Is no erythritol in here. 25 grams versus 21 grams, 1 scoop versus 2 scoops. So this is going to be a lot more protein dense. Generally, like I said, I will add, you know, some vegan powders to the protein, or to the whey powders here. Now, obviously both of these you're going to get complete like BCAAs and essential amino acids and stuff. You're going to get your full everything you need from both of these. Where in whey they come from one source, which is the dairy. In the vegan protein powders, they have to add a couple different sources. So you're going to see, like I said, the organic pea protein, the brown rice, the chia seed. They have to have a few different protein sources because vegan powders, or vegetables in general, are not super great in providing all the essential amino acids. Is this Orgain terrible? I wouldn't say it was like terrible, but I do tend to prefer whey over vegan powders. For instance, the other vegan powder that I have is this one. It's the high impact plant protein from Power Life. This stuff it's terrible, to be honest with you. I do want to try Vega and a few other ones. But I'm not done with that one yet, so I'm not going to review it. The other one I've used, this is 1 scoop. Now, I want to show you, this is the kind of one that gets me a little bit, because they say 1 scoop, right? This is the scoop size. It's 170 calories, right? 6-star, while being a whey protein, it's a blend of concentrate first and then isolate. Problem concentrate is it's the milk sugars and all that other stuff. These are always going to be higher calorie because they have milk sugars. This is the Dymatize scoop. So you can see, this was actually a really tasty protein powder. But like you can see, the scoop on this is way smaller. Now, 1 scoop for this one, and 1 scoop for this one. For the Orgain here, if I remember correctly, this scoop is a little bit smaller. Yeah, right. So you would double scoop it. These are the things that I've used over the last few months to get through. Get alls. I have a few that I'm using now that are not these. And when I'm done with them, I'll let you know. What I will say is this: include collagen into your shakes, whether you're using a vegan shake or a whey-based shake. Include collagen. You want specifically type 1 and type 3. If you can get collagen from like fish and stuff, that's one thing. Bovine's perfectly fine too. But you don't just want to take care of your muscles, right? Now, like I said, I use other things like amino acids. I use collagen. This is the other tub that I have. I use creatine, which I'm about to be done with this one. Probably have, I don't know, 3 or 4 more days, but then I'm switching over to some Optimum Nutrition. You want to use these. Throw some L-citrulline in there for pumps and blood flow. And a greens powder if you're like me and you don't eat a lot of vegetables. I mean, I do, but I don't feel like I'm eating enough vegetables, so I like the greens powders. But if I had to tell anyone, like, my biggest tip is, no matter what kind of protein you're using, put a collagen powder in there too. Because yes, you want to build muscle. Yes, you want to preserve the muscle you have, which is why you take creatine and collagen, because collagen does help preserve muscle. Eat food though. Don't just take supplements. Eat food. Take a fish oil, or in my case, a krill oil. Take your multivitamins. Take your supplements. Eat food, obviously. I have some oatmeal in the microwave that I'm about to go get. But please, 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 add some collagen to your protein powder. Have at least one serving a day. Like for this, one serving is 2 scoops. You know, and you get 10 grams of collagen per serving, which would be 2 scoops. This one actually has a little bit of pea protein added to it, which is kind of cool, but this company, Shaklee, I can't get behind them because they're an MLM company, and the only reason I have them is because someone gave them to me. If you can afford to do so, get some collagen, get a vegan protein powder, and add a serving of this to a serving of some sort of whey-based, whether it be, you know, something like this or whatever. You have your collagen, you have your slow breakdown of vegan proteins, and you have your very quick after workout breakdown of whey protein, whether it be whey protein concentrate or isolate. Casein is, if you use casein, there's really no need for this, but I would recommend not getting all your protein from one source. So get your protein from vegetables, get it from meat, you know. And yeah, and do I have fat dad bod? Yes. But y'all have seen what I can do in the past with weight loss. Now you're going to see what I can do with weight loss and muscle building. Like I said, get your carbs. You know, unless you're keto or whatever, that's fine. But you can be healthy and not be keto. But hit all your macros. Think about every aspect of what you're eating. Do you sit down with a steak? Okay, cool. Add some spinach. Add some kale. I don't like kale, so I won't be adding any of that. But add some spinach. Add some lettuce. Add some romaine lettuce. Add some onions. Add some tomatoes. Add all different kinds of food. And honestly, if you do that, and you do it enough, you don't even really need supplements. Contrary to my large size, I don't really have a huge appetite. I just have eaten foods that were very, very bad. Very, very, very calorie dense and empty calories. But get your veggies, get your all that stuff. And I think that, you know, y'all can get healthy with me, man. I'm back on this road. Y'all have saw what I could do from a weight loss perspective. What y'all are going to see is what I can do from a muscle building perspective now. I am taking HMB. I need to be honest with you guys. Creatine is part of that, but you know, neither of which are terrible, but you know, people have their opinions about it. But also, high protein, high quality protein. I would never recommend a concentrate. Yes, I had this because it was Frosted Flakes, and my fat ass likes Frosted Flakes. So I literally spent $20 on this tub just so that I could have some Frosted Flake protein powder. Y'all see this too? Dymatize ISO 100 Fruity Pebbles. Right? There's, you know, if I showed you guys all the protein shakes that I had over the years, y'all would see. Most of them are cereal flavors. My fat ass likes carbs. Later.